Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about Club Brugge. I promised a season review like way earlier. I'm sorry, I forgot, I'll be honest, I forgot. So I'm talking about it now. Now this is actually a lineup that I predicted for the last day of the season. It's not our lineup that we played with all season. But I think before we talk about the players themselves, let's talk about something else. Ronnie Della and Nicky Hein, is that how you spell his name? I think it is. Our two coaches this season. Ronnie Della, utter disaster of a season. I want you to understand, yeah? Ever since Michel Prudhomme won us that, well, I don't want to even say Michel Prudhomme. Ever since we won that Belgian Cup with Michel Prudhomme, do you remember that goal from the final, by the way? That volley from the edge of the box, 92nd minute. What a goal. Anyhow, back to this video. Ever since we won that cup, we have won at least one trophy every single season. Go look it up, go on Transfermarkt, go check it. Ever since we won the cup in 2015, we have won a trophy every single season. Ronnie Della had us third in the league. We were 9 points behind when Nicky Hein took over. Nicky Hein went unbeaten in the league. He lost, of course, against Fiorentina. I've criticized him heavily for that. I'll come back to that later. But let's talk about what a flop Ronnie Della was and what an excellent coach Nicky Hein has been. Nicky Hein has received his fair share of criticism from me. But let's just think about this. We were 9 points behind when Nicky Hein took over. He came in, had a draw with, who was it? Cercle Brugge. And we were like, league is on. We've lost because there were 9 games left. Then he won, and then he won again, and then he beat Anderlecht, and then he beat Union, and then he beat Henk, and I don't think it was in that order, and then he beat Henk again, and then it was a draw against Union, and then it was a win against Anderlecht. No, it was first Antwerp, wasn't it? And then it was Anderlecht. What an amazing manager he has been since his takeover. He's the first manager since Philippe Clement to win back-to-back games against Anderlecht. Go look it up. He's the first manager at Club Brugge to win back-to-back games against Anderlecht. How has no one... Because Anderlecht is a club in crisis. Or it was before this season. This is the best Anderlecht team since Philippe Clement has left. And he's the first guy to beat them at Jan Breidel and Lotte Park in a single season. How? What an absolute amazing manager he's been. But let's also talk about the players. First of all, Igor Thiago. I'm very sad that he is leaving. How can a trash club that never wins trophies like Brentford have the money to buy Thiago from us? Like, genuinely. They are buying Thiago for 37 million. We get 34 million for winning the Belgian league. How? Fucking Premier League clubs cry about Manchester City, yeah? Fucking 15th in your league has more money than our champions. You're all a bunch of sheep crying about... You're all a bunch of wolves crying about hyenas. That's what you are. But anyhow, Thiago, he's leaving. He was so great for us. He scored so many good goals for us. His link up with Van Aken, so amazing for us. And he has had his ups and downs this season. But his ups, they were up and high. We don't win this title without Thiago. And I'm so sad that he leaves. Because I really liked when Thiago played centrally and Jutla played to his left. Because Thiago, he could switch with his entire three, I suppose. He could switch around with these 3 players, which often it will be scorers because Scovolson was injured, but we'll put Scovolson in here for now. The way Jutla just worked together with Thiago and Van Aken, it was so beautiful. And it's so sad to me that he's leaving. I hope he has a good career, he genuinely deserves it. But man, these kind of things here, this is how I felt when Thomas Meunier left our club, and I've felt it for many other players too, but Thiago is just the most recent, I suppose. Imagine if these players stayed in the Belgian league. Like, just imagine. How many good talents has the Belgian league produced? So many. If you go through all the world-class players in the world and look at how many of them are coming from the Belgian league, you will be surprised. And transfers like these make me really sad that we don't have more money in the Belgian league. It makes me really sad. Because quite frankly, if we could keep players like this, yeah, if we had that money to say we're keeping these players, we have the money anyways. Imagine how much better this league would be. Just imagine it. We could be winning European trophies then, but we can't, and that's very unfortunate. I'm just very sad that Thiago leaves. But with that said, Thiago leaving is not the end of the world. We have Jutla, we have Skoras, we have Scott Olsen, we have Van Aken, who we need to replace because he's getting old, but we'll talk about that later. We also have Barbera, who hasn't played a single game, I think. He's just there. Let's talk about trophies. We won the league. That is 10 seasons in a row with a trophy. But maybe something else that a lot of Club Brugge fans might not be aware of. For 8 years now, I believe, I think it was 2016, when we for the first time tried to build a new stadium. And if you don't know how Flemish governance works, one person has more rights than an entire community of people. Because if one person decides that they don't want you to build a stadium, you can't build it. 8 years has it taken for Club Brugge to receive a permit to build a new stadium. 8 years. We are finally going to be able to build our new stadium. And that's probably not for the next season, but that is a very good season that has come at the end of this season. And I'm very glad about that. So, I don't know what the new stadium is going to be called. It's kind of sad to leave Jan Bredel, because obviously Jan Bredel, he's a hero of Flanders. He is Jan Bredel, he is the man who fought against the French invasion in the Battle of the Golden Spurs. But at the same time, that stadium is falling down. You know the song Old Trafford is falling down? Yeah, that's Jan Bredel right now. So we need to get a new stadium. Maybe we'll call it Jan Bredel Deluxe or something like that. This season, Van Aken has been outstanding again. The amount of big moments he has provided for us. This playoff, at the end of the season, under Nicky Hein, he has gotten us over the line. And there's a lot of players in this lineup, that I wasn't sure about. Like Jakkers is somewhere in here. Jakkers, this is his first time that he has gotten proper time for Club Brugge. And how good has he been? Obviously, when Mignolet came back from injury, Jakkers was pushed to the side again. I know. I understand that. It's Mignolet. But Mignolet is in his last season. Jakkers, probably next season he will play, but not after that. Jakkers is probably taking over. Mechelen, for how old he is, he's still so consistent. Ordóñez, I really hated Ordóñez when he first came into the club. But he has improved so much this season. Skoras, absolute baller when he's actually on the ball. Nusa, you're kind of disappointing me, let's be honest. Homa, he hasn't played a lot, but when he has played, he has looked good. Vetlesen, mixed season. Odoi, also mixed season. Nielsen, I forgot to play for this club. Zinkernagel, you're not great. De Kuiper, Sabbe and Meijer. Unbelievably good. And where is Spileers? Oh, here he is. Spileers is 18 years old. And he's already so good as a defender. He will be, I definitely see that he will be playing together with Ordóñez next season. He will be rotating with Mechelen. So good has he been. Onyedika, when he has been allowed to go up, because when Balanta or Odoi, could be either one of them, drop deep and allowed Onyedika to go forwards. He's been so good, and I didn't expect that from him. I expected him to just sit deep, do his job, and do no more. But when he has been allowed to go forward, so good, so many important goals that he has scored. And this season, this season can be summarized as a season of ups and downs. Thiago, Jutla, Scovolsen, Skoras, Mignolet, Jakkers, Sabah, all of our players have had their ups and downs. But at the end of the season, we won the league title. We are getting a new stadium. The permit is finally approved. So this season ends on a good note. But I just want to talk about the Conference League for a quick second. And I know I'm gonna get attacked already by the Club Brugge fans now, but we should have won the Conference League. And I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I've got a video about Fiorentina, about what went wrong. We didn't dare enough. If we played high up the pitch, pressed them high up the pitch, and we showed no respect, we would have won that game. We showed too much respect to Fiorentina, which is why we lost that game. We could have won that competition, and that is the only negative I will take away from Nicky Hagen, because that happens while Nicky Hagen was here. At the same time, if Ronnie Dell was still in charge, I think we would have lost against Pau. So, Nicky Hagen, we should have won the Conference League. If this was Philippe Clement, we would have won the Conference League. However, after the season we have had, of everything that has happened, of thinking this is our first season in 9 seasons, or in 10 seasons, that we go trophless, to winning the league title on the final day after the drawing Set Club Brugge, or derby. It just doesn't get much better, and I don't know exactly what's going to happen next season, because there's been a lot of signings, but if you're not from the Belgian league, we don't know who most of these players are that are coming in. Jan Lemchuk is returning. He's returning from loan. Hopefully he's not trashed this time. I think he's 28 or 29 next season. I'll have to check that. So, I'm not going to drag on this video too much longer. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you like Nicky Hagen. Tell me what you thought about this season. Tell me how happy you are about the league title. Next year we could be winning our second star. My brother has a flag in his room of not Manchester City. Well, he has a Manchester City flag too, but he has a Club Brugge flag. Maybe I should use it. Maybe I should hang it up here behind me. Anyhow, what was I saying? Yeah. Tell me down below what you thought about this season. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the channel out a ton. And I'll see you on the next one.